Stock market bulls are fully in control here, and the S&P is setting up a massively bullish pattern. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking at here. We did not backtest to fill the gap. That would be 1%. We have a second gap. That would be 3.3%. And then a third gap. That would be 4.5%. And the reason why this is so incredible is because we're now halfway through the month where things are a little bit shaky. But as the video today suggests, if we look out 3, 6, and 12 months, there's an 86, and 100% chance we could be higher. But whoa. What does the data tell us? Is there supporting evidence? Well, let's have a look here. U.S. inflation ebbs for the first time in 6 months in relief for the Fed. Relief for the Fed. Oh, yeah. Now let's look here to another article. S&P tops 5,300 in response. Record-breaking rally. Core CPI cools for the first time in 6 months in relief for the Fed. Relief for the Fed. What happens? Man, risk on. We're into greed. We're here at 60. And here's what's so incredible. I kept talking about 1995, how maybe we get a small cut. But here's what I did. I looked at the line here where if it's 1995, oh my God, we could be due for a massive rally, which is kind of what I'm suggesting in the title of today's video. So look, this is a monthly chart. We got SPX on the left, SPY on the right. Bounce off the 50. Make a new all-time high. Get close to the 50. Close enough. Have a downtrend. Have a downtrend. Break the downtrend. Break the downtrend. What do? Man, we go hundreds of percent higher. Look at this rally. Boop, 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 for 4 straight years. Oh my God. One more time. This is pattern match. The saying is that history does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Look, hit the 50, hit the 50. Get close to the 50, get close to the 50. Have a downtrend, have a downtrend. Snap the downtrend, rally by hundreds of percent. Oh my God. Let's look back to the weekend where we were doing prep where I said the stage was set for a big move. S&P rebounds to less than 1% from a record high after orderly 3-week pullback. All right. Then we talked about how there's a new big bull. Well, maybe not bullish enough. We're only 100 points off hitting 5,400 now. And then finally, it's a Goldilocks report that will please the Fed and please the markets. Okay. Whoa. Looks like we got the evidence. All right. There we go. Next up here, we got Fed-obsessed traders need the economy to get its story straight. Conflicting economic data spurs swings across asset classes. Well, the GDP got revised today, and we're here at 3.7. That is a huge number compared to the previous readings and would almost be a higher high, right? Performing higher lows and higher highs. It looks just like a bullish stock chart. All right. Here's the warning that we had. So we had a warning on Tuesday when we did not get a negative reaction to PPI. Hot number, not a hot response. And then again, what the headlines are saying is, oh my God, some sweet relief for core CPI. I don't really know about that. But here's the reaction. Not that one. We want to go here. Look, there's the PPI report. There's yesterday. Here's today. All right. Up. The market just wants to go higher. So bad data, good. Good data, good. Everything's good. Market's happy. Market wants to go up. And what's really interesting here is that we have chips leading tech and tech leading SPY. If we now go back here to our daily chart, we can look at SMH. And we're just going to go to a candle here. So we note that SMH is up on the day by 3%. What's the second biggest winner? We're just looking at a couple ETFs here. The NASDAQ's up by 1.5, also at a new record high. Then if we look at SPY, it's up by 1.2%. So chips are leading tech, tech is leading SPY. And we have Bitcoin up, and it actually breached the 50 DMA. Whoa, what appears like it's a full risk-on rally. As a reminder, if Bitcoin can rally to 69,000, that's a new all-time high. I want to see that for confirmation. I'm going to ask you for a huge favor. If you could please consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And what I find so incredible, as I mentioned earlier, is just that, wow, I did not think this would happen, but hey, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm net long. I know it seems like I'm super bearish when I make videos about, oh my God, we're right at resistance. It was a time to manage the risk. Well, at a certain point, like we're bearish because we're getting negative action. But then when we don't, we have to pivot. We have to be nimble. There's this quote that I love from Peter Brandt, which I'm going to repeat now, which is strong opinions loosely held. Hey, I have strong opinions. That's what a YouTuber has to have. As soon as I get evidence I'm wrong, though, what do? Man, I flip. I flip and I flop, and I have no problem with that. Whoa. We have to flip-flop as the data changes. Exactly, Jerome. I'll give you a high five. Thank you, Jay. All right. And this is what it shows here. I was talking about how if we get a dip as low as 480, that is likely the buying opportunity of a lifetime. But only until now, I did not go through and actually try to find out exactly what would happen here. This chart, man, I'm having a hard time believing it. Bounce on the 50, bounce on the 50, right? Test roughly the 50 after making a new all-time high. Pretty close. Have a downtrend, have a downtrend. Make a new all-time high, make a new all-time high. Here's the incredible part. Let's go through this one right here. So if we have a look here, we look 3 months out. Let's just pretend we're here right now. So if we just made a new all-time high, well, 1, 2, 3 months out, yeah, we're a lot higher. I'm talking 10% higher. If we now look 6 months out, all right, where's 6 months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Oh my God, we're 20% higher. What about 12 months? Oh God, right? Oh my God. That would be a 36% rally. Oh my God, what would that turn into? Let's go here to the monthly chart. Let's just delete that. Let's delete everything. Let's go to full candle so it's easier to see. Well, what a 36% rally look like? Oh my God. Oh my God. 36% rally. We're looking for 725. Holy, right? Holy. Let's go back to my SPX pattern. Hey, they might have got me. I didn't get trapped. I said I had evidence that I might be wrong, but I was still optimistic on number 5. We had to get follow through with a monthly lower low, which we did not get. What the hell's going on here? Just delete that for now. So I was looking for 5,600. Man, if we go to 7,000, I would be happy to be wrong. My initial target was 6,200 based on math and a Fibonacci number, which looks like the extension. But I was using a conservative number of 161 extension, which is right here. You can see the dotted line, which just works as a mathematical number after we go from high to low, and then we rally all the way back up. So I know this sounds like it might be unbelievable where we could be going to 5,000, but let's just zoom out for one more second here. Why? Well, the rally doesn't stop there. Let's just see how high we actually go before it stops. Oh my God. So from the time we break out to new all-time highs, remember, blue skies are bullish. We rally by 220%. Oh man, that's going to be such a big number. So let's go to here, 220%. Whoa. So that's going to be like, I don't even know. My brain's not even thinking right. I'm like, wow, I can't comprehend how much of a rally that would be. 220%. Whoa. Man, we're looking for how high here? We're at 5,300. 5,300-ish. Let's look for 220. Oh my God. Are we going to go to 17,500? Man, let me know what you guys think in the description. This is getting this is getting me even more excited. The other thing I'll look for here, like I mentioned, is that the reason why I think this is really strong is because if all we do is purely look here, I'm just going to snap one line, grab a horizontal ray with a magnet to snap it on the previous high. We did not even backtest here. 52461. What do we got? We only got the 525.1. That's it. So the bears cannot even go down and fill that first gap. People are like, screw it, time to buy. I need to get in. Can't afford to be out. So I think that's it for today's video. I thank you very much for tuning in. Watch the video on the left or subscribe on the right to come hang out with me at 9:15 and 9:30 tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. And then, sorry, please make sure you check the description for full disclosure details. Thanks so much.